We are back at it again here with another video with the Invest for Tomorrow. To all the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all the subscribers, welcome back. I'll ask for in return this video to smash that like button to let me know you watch this video. Helps out the YouTube channel and lets me know you appreciate the time and effort I put into making these videos. So here we are with ATER, and ATER continues to go down lower. It is still above certain support levels, but before we jump into all the data and what the charts are showing, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity I mentioned this morning over at the Discord. And if that's something that interests you, definitely check out the link down below. And we're going to jump right into it here with ATER. So today's home run was spectacular, and it was a great way to start off the week on a Monday. And even though the S&P 500 index continues to struggle to get back up to all-time highs and continues to go down lower, and portfolios are in the red or sitting sideways, I will continue to look for opportunities daily. This is what we strive for, and if you want to become part of this, you're more than welcome to join us. The link is down below in the description to the Discord, and by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So I mentioned this morning OPGN, ADVM, and RDHL. Every single one of these stocks gave small jumps of 3 to 5%, 5 to 10% as they pulled back and spiked up. But the one that turned out to be a home run, a little bit right after the bell, I caught it. It was actually AMPY. I was watching it after the pre-market overreaction that it had, and I was going to see if it could kind of fill up that gap or just have some type of momentum to the upside. So it started running after the bell, it pulled back down, and this is the area I started watching it, and it took off to a highest point of 25% plus. And for the day, from the moment I started watching it to where it's at now, it is still up between 10 to 15% as the day has unraveled. So it turned out to be phenomenal in those first 30 minutes. After I started watching it, it gave a highest point of 25% plus, and this is what we strive for every single day. And what brought me the clarity to watch this one as it was pulling back into weakness was 42 vision. A lot of people have been asking what it is, and as you could see here, the candlesticks are changing based off of specific levels. You could see the weakness and you could see the strength when it comes back up. You can see the shifts and transitions here from strength to weakness, and then when it started going back up with strength, that's what it's all about. It's about bringing clarity to the charts to maximize on opportunities, and you can gain access to that as well in the 42 vision tier level. So if this is all something that interests you and you want to become part of, I look forward to having you join us. Check out the link down below in the description, and let's jump into these charts. So here we are with ATER, and ATER continues to pull down lower. Now we've talked about the support level here that we want to watch carefully, and that is way down here at $9.17. I would just round that down to $9. As long as this stays above $9, it is showing strength. That's the last time we started watching it at these levels before it took off to 18, and we started watching it way back here August 27th. When it took off towards 10, came back down, and took off to highs of $19. So we've been able to ride this one out for the most part in the last two times. We've been catching it early, but now this is in a downtrend and it doesn't seem to find a bottom. Now, it has held above $9, but it seems like it wants to retest it or even break through it if the weakness continues. And it's continued since the point where they paid off debt with shares. Okay, they did not dilute the shareholders by doing an offering or anything like that. If not, they just paid with shares, creating a big sell-off and uncertainty for the days to come. But with that, afterwards started getting upgrades, right? The stock getting upgrades from different analysis ratings, giving it that potential to the upside. And that's why when it came down here to the 10s, it bounced off, it went to 14 and got rejected. And since then, we've talked about how shorts are taking advantage of the days to cover being so low to actually be able to cover and reposition themselves as shorts and cover again, and they're just bringing it down. So this is a key level to be watching this at, and if it stays above $9, there is some strength here in the charts. Now on the 30-minute, things are showing weakness, and on the 1 day, like I stated, I'm going to be watching if things transition to red, right? That's what I've talked about in the previous videos with 42 vision. We saw the dark green with red borders. It was holding up, trying to reverse, and we were going to see if this shifted into red or into dark green with green borders like you could see down here, but it did the complete opposite. It actually turned into red, and this could continue, and this is a key level to be watching this, or it could be an extremely weak oversold situation. But if it holds up above $9, that red right there is just weakness in the charts, and it could reverse from there. So it has to stay above $9. If it goes past $9, this is going into further weakness, and you want to be watching this carefully. And if you want to get live updates on what's going on daily, minute per minute, then you definitely want to check out the link down below in the description to head on over to 42 Vision, which can gain you access to these charts and candlesticks and indicator itself that allows me to see the weakness in the charts and the strength and the transitions from strength to weakness, which we're in right now. But as long as it stays above $9, it will be something to watch. If not, if it breaks through it and it continues showing more red candlesticks and it continues to transition, then the weakness is definitely there, and we're seeing it in the 30-minute, and we'll continue to possibly see it on the 1 day if that continues to persist and it goes towards $9 and even breaks through it, hitting newer lows. Now that is a pivotal support level here based off of the times that it's ran in the last several weeks, but if it breaks through it, it is something to be watching. Now, what is the short interest on ATR? Where does it stand? And what are some key resistance levels? Because we're talking about support, which is $9, but what's the key resistance level? Before we talk about that, let's go ahead and look here at the short interest. So, short interest here, based off this data, is 38.40%, right? So that is a huge amount of short interest. That is beyond 20% by 18%, nearly double. That is something to be aware of. And the short ratio that it shows here based off of this information as of today is 0.33, and that is still a pretty low amount of short ratio, which is basically the days to cover. And that is something to be aware of, that it is pretty low, but it is higher than what we've seen before. And also keep in mind the low float of this chart and the whole entire stock overall. The low float is pretty impressive, and that's why it makes those quick moves, and that is something to be aware of. Now, the target price, you could see it here, $14.50. We've been talking about how there's a lot of different price upgrades pointing to $14, and I personally believe that $14 is pivotal for this to actually start forcing shorts to cover the ones below that and above that, and it can actually take this up to newer highs and new resistance levels beyond what we've seen so far, and get back up closer to 18 and possibly even break through $19, making it a quick move to the upside as the days to cover keeps going higher, and also the more shorts that keep on positioning themselves as shorts in this chart. Because what's given them a lot of flexibility is the days to cover itself. And if it keeps going higher and the stock keeps going higher as well, it will put pressure on the shorts, forcing them to have to cover and not giving them the flexibility to cover and short again, cover and short again, like they've been doing here since the 24th and 27th, bringing it back down towards $9. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.